Business Manual for Ladies. Conduct like a C-suite. Learning about ourselves and other people. Psychology. Part 1. Hello, darlings. Learning about psychology can make our lives easier. The best C-suite managers that I had the chance to meet were both intellectually and emotionally intelligent, professionals with hard work ethics, as well as well-established personal values. I found this very appealing and respectful. When we understand the people around us, it helps us communicate with them better, without unfairly judging them. Understanding certain behaviors and responses to situations can make it easier to accept people and handle situations more effectively. The process is often not fast, and it takes deliberate action to master it. I suggest choosing our literature carefully and using a focused approach to it in our free time. I know that the latest tools, such as AI tools or just browsing the internet for a question, can lead us to fast responses, but being more thorough in acquiring knowledge will give us concrete hard fundament. When we are young, patience is not our strong side, and most of the time, just reading about a topic doesn't mean we immediately understand the full concept of it. As the old Latin sentence suggests, repetition is the mother of learning. Even that is not the only aspect. If we do not deeply understand the subject, learning it by heart will not mean a lot. So, when we are talking about a subject, our deep understanding comes from the sum of all the other knowledge we acquired, plus our ability to give sense and morality to it. A few books that helped me to understand myself and others were written by people with major expertise in psychology such as Scott Peck, Daniel Goleman, Sigmund Freud, and Carl Jung. Furthermore, to get even more perspective, I suggest fulfilling psychology literature with works of famous philosophers and sociologists such as Plato, who wrote about Socrates, his teacher, Friedrich Nietzsche, Niccolò Machiavelli, Immanuel Kant, Auguste Comte, Simone de Beauvoir, and so many more. So, for beginners, a good suggestion is to take and read at least one capital work from the 10 or more most known philosophers and psychologists of all time. An additional suggestion would be to read the local authors, typical for your region of origin and state of permanent residency, and authors from both sexes. First, help you understand your nearest circle, and second, to understand life from both men's and women's perspectives. There is evidence about the beneficial impact of reading on young people especially. I came across detailed research conducted by the UK Department of Education known as Research Evidence on Reading for Pleasure. The research was carried out by the Education Standards Research Team in May 2012. Browse it or find another important source and read it. From my experience, I've managed to complete 4 years of university by studying for just 2 to 3 hours each day. If you're committed to learning a new skill, taking a course, or pursuing a university degree, 2-3 hours of studying per day should be enough. To put it in perspective, that's about the same amount of time as watching a movie or a couple of episodes of a TV series. For a more fulfilling life, do things less frequently but with persistence and endurance. Darlings, knowledge cannot be gained through shortcuts. It is the key to mastering yourself and your environment, which results in empowering you. In the end, let us go a little back to the beginning where I talked about how the best managers I have met were the ones with high personal and professional values. Psychology, philosophy, and sociology altogether will not secure a good outcome if our values in our personal lives and ethics in our organizations are not in place. I think you also can agree how unappealing are people who do not care and do not respect their partners, clients, or colleagues. Please, throughout our lives we can have a lot of functions. C-suite or not, partners or not, neighbors or not, we are all impacting each other's lives. Wouldn't it be beautiful if people remembered us with a smile on their faces? Be brave, be bold, and take care of your souls. Your body and mind will follow. There is a myth that negative people have taken over the world. Let's work together to change this misconception.